Hey everybody, welcome back.
Hello.
We're in Chapultepec Park. This is my last video with the ladies.
Oh. What about dinner tonight?
Well, yeah, dinner will be included because we have to have food.
Always.
We're going to the same place for dinner that we went last night, but I'm gonna have to try something different. Anyway, we're in Chapultepec Park, which is so huge, and there were things that we decided we wanted to see, but it's just too far. So there's this amazing Diego Rivera underwater mural, but it was a 41-minute walk. So we're going to the art museum. What is it? The Modern Art Museum.
Yes.
And Chapultepec Castle. And then who knows what else. There's a little bookstore in a truck.
That's so cool. 20th century.
All right, so
It is. So not 21st.
check in later. All right, so this is the Museum of Modern Art, which I know nothing about. It's just right here in front of this statue, which commemorates the defense of the Patria, 1847. I'm not sure what that was about. So let's see what's in this museum. I've seen this kind of ceiling somewhere else before. All right, well, so it's a cool building. Let's see what they have. All right, so that was just one part of the museum, and then here's cafeteria and little outdoor area, sculpture garden, and then another part of the museum. So in here, there was an exhibit about, I don't know, something from Argentina. It was trying to unite art and science, and it looked kind of boring to me, so I didn't even bother to look. But I'm glad that there's more because I was feeling a little disappointed. This sculpture is called Copper with Human. Copper with Human. It's a beautiful day here in Mexico City, Chapultepec Park. The ladies are wandering around, exploring. I can hear the train. So now we're entering the second part of the museum. It's a beautiful, beautiful building. Here's a small Diego Rivera painting. It's a beautiful painting by Siqueiros. Really nice. I'm actually pleasantly impressed by this museum. It seems to feature mostly Mexican artists, Mexican art. I love this. So what is the smell of a work of art, and then when you smell this, you can smell the incense. But when I came here, somebody was smelling it, so I was really confused. So that's really nice. Nice interactive little exhibit here. By the way, that's also Diego Rivera. So they have a lot of Diego Rivera paintings.
Is this what you meant by Frida? Or were there Fridas on the other side? Yeah.
So these little smell stations are all over the museum. Ugh, it smells like cheap perfume. I love these domed ceilings. They're in all the buildings. So I'm up here on the second floor of the museum. There's a mix of sculpture, painting, photography. It's very nice. It's not crowded at all. And just very eerie because they have these skylights everywhere. So we just left the museum over there. I think I lost the ladies already. Well, oh, they're looking at something. We're walking up to the castle of Chapultepec. Since they stopped, I'm gonna have to get some potato chips. There's so many snacks here. So I couldn't resist because they stopped. I would have kept walking. So it's all your fault. Potato chips. The potato chips are homemade. So they're really crispy. And they have chili and lime on them. Nancy doesn't like chili.
Well, you know, here's one that doesn't have much. I can probably handle that. Okay.
She won't admit it, but she likes it. All right, so we are climbing this gentle slope. I'm a little out of breath. Up to Chapultepec Castle, and it's just such a gorgeous view. The sun is starting to dip down in the sky. There's a Ferris wheel over there. And some of the high rises. There's Polanco over there. It's a really beautiful view. So we made it to the top of the hill. There's Chapultepec Castle. We're going to go inside. And for some reason it's free. We lucked out, I think because it's the last hour.
Yeah.
And everybody's been going down the hill, so we're missing the crowds. Alright, so we're inside the garden of Chapultepec Castle. I didn't really feel like going inside, but we might. It's just really beautiful up here at the end of the day. And an amazing view of Mexico City and the park, the lake. I'm going to try to get a good viewing spot. So here's the forest of Chapultepec. He already told me how many acres it was, but I forgot. It's big. And you can see the mountains surrounding Mexico City. Be a nice place to watch the sunset. Well, I guess the reason why we didn't have to pay was because it just closed. So we could have gone inside, and I said, I don't feel like going inside. And we went to the gardens instead, which were really beautiful and a nice view. And I think it was a better decision. What do you think, Yaari?
Yes, it was. It's so peaceful despite the crowds. The garden was lovely, and we could even, in the view, see a quite large lake in this enormous park.
So I thought maybe we could go inside, but now it's roped off and everybody's leaving. So now there's a huge crowd of people going down the hill with us. It was fun. I've never done it as many times as I've been here. So maybe next time. I don't really think I need to go inside the castle. I'll look for pictures online.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you come to Mexico City, as I said before, and I really realized it today, Chapultepec Park is huge. How many acres, Yaari?
1,700 acres.
1,700. So you could spend days here. It would be nice to go see the Diego Rivera underwater mural and mosaic and that whole thing. It sounded so interesting, but it's really far. It's in section 2. There are 4 sections of the park. Section 2, you can also pick your own vegetables. They have lettuce and kale. So Yaari is really dying for some vegetables. But it's really big and we don't know how you get around. Maybe you rent a bike. The little train was useless. So if you're really into walking, section 4 is the least developed. So that would be where you go hiking. If you're into that sort of thing. I'm not. Anyway, if you come to Mexico City, plan to spend some time in Chapultepec Park because there's a lot to see. And it looks like there are a lot of Mexican people here also enjoying it, so it's not just a tourist thing. It's just a really nice place for the locals. All right, see you in a bit.
Yeah.
So we're here at the same restaurant as yesterday, Cochinita, and this little guy with this noisy cart just rolled by. So I got a sweet potato, roasted sweet potato with condensed milk and cinnamon.
Ooh. Gonna make such a nice
It's gonna be
dessert.
so
Nice.
delicious. I actually can't wait. So dessert.
They're good.
And we're all having sopa de limon. So I got mine without chicken again. And the lady's got chicken. Let me see your chicken.
It's not much. It's just shredded into the.
Okay.
It's so delicious. So good.
Our food is here. So I got panuchos. Panuchos are blue corn, tortillas that are filled with black beans. You can hear the sweet potato guy. And then it has cochinita pibil on top, which is slow roasted pork. It's marinated. This is Yucatec Mayan food. The ladies both got burritos.
So yummy.
Turkey. With the cochinita, you usually eat these pickled red onions. Isn't that beautiful?
Very beautiful. So tasty.
Whoops. All right, we finished eating. How was dinner?
It was delicious, of course. Just as good as last night. Perfect.
You had the same thing.
Same thing. Yep. But tonight
All right.
Can't finish it. Hopefully.
So, whoops. It's time for the exit interview. So, ladies, my question for you is, what did you think of Mexico City before you came, and what do you think about it now?
How much time do we have to reflect on our answer?
Okay, I'll give you a few seconds to reflect. We'll be back. Okay, Nancy's ready.
Before I came, I thought that it would be more of a developing-ish country than it is. And the picture that you took last night, Rick, from the bridge with the 3 skyscrapers and the cars on the road, the lights, it could be any developed country. So that was surprising to me. But yet it still has things like these little outdoor cafes with cheap furniture and whatnot that makes it less fancy, less, yeah, whatever.
I thought it would be a lot more crowded, noisy, dirty, and air polluted. And it isn't. The air, I haven't had any issues, and I often do when I travel. The air seems really clean. There's so many peaceful, leafy neighborhoods. I'm astonished how noisy and friendly the Mexicans are. Very friendly.
Do you have any favorite moments or favorite things that you've eaten?
Everything's so good.
The Mole restaurant, Azul, was my favorite restaurant. Of course, it was also the most expensive by far, but it was, it felt really special, like the kind of place you'd want to go on a special date with your 2 friends. So that was a highlight for food for me. I really enjoyed the day that we went to Frida Kahlo's house. That was really special. If for no other reason, the blue color was really incredible.
Was your question about food?
Any favorites?
Any favorites? I have so many. So my favorite, one of my favorite, unexpected favorite foods was the lamb tacos that we had for lunch today. So yummy. I also loved Frida Kahlo's house. I enjoyed Tolstoy's house for some reason. Found it very interesting. Everything's been so fun and so wonderful. The Chocolate Museum this morning was a big hit.
All right, so we're going to end it there. So this is goodbye to the ladies.
Bye.
They're both leaving tomorrow. I had a really nice time. This is like my 3rd time officially in Mexico City. The time that I stayed in the airport doesn't count. And I agree with Yaari, like the friendliness of the people was really striking to me on this trip. Especially compared to places like Puerto Vallarta where there's so much tourism and a lot of people speak English and they're just kind of like tourist weary. Here, people just seem so helpful and friendly. Like today at the taco stand, people were talking to us and I gotta like hear, I asked, what are you selling? And he just gave me a taco to try it. We already learned a new gesture. This means yes, yes. Because the woman was eating a taco, but I was saying something and she was agreeing with me. So yeah, people are very friendly. And if you speak Spanish, you know, but even if you don't speak Spanish, I mean, you guys went on your own yesterday and you managed. Yeah, so people are just really nice for a big city, especially because big cities are not known for people being friendly. So yeah, so it was a good trip. We had fun. So stay tuned for whatever the next adventure is. Who knows where Appa will end up. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you don't know how to,
Have your grandchild teach you.
really, it's not that hard.